Hello Year 1, hope you're all well. For your reading tip this week, I'd like you to see if you can get hold of a non-fiction book. Hopefully you've got one at home, otherwise you could have a look at some of the ones we've got in class and maybe you could borrow one, take it home, as long as you promise to bring it back. So I would like you this week to get hold of a non-fiction book, and on Monday we looked at the features of non-fiction books in class and we wrote a list, and here are some of the features. So we looked in our books and found a contents page at the front, and that gave us sections which had headings telling you what was going to be in each section. We had headings, so that gives you a little breakdown of the important things without going into too much detail, and the headings are usually in darker, bigger print so they stand out more. Some of our non-fiction books had bullet points, so when they were writing a list of things you would get one bullet point under another, or sometimes they might be numbered. We had pictures or photos, so it might be an actual photo of something real or it might be a drawing to represent a photo. Labels to tell you what's in the pictures, and maybe a caption which will be a sentence underneath the picture explaining what it is. And then at the end of the book you have an index, and often before the index, one I've just missed off, I've just remembered, is the glossary. And the glossary is a bit like a dictionary where it goes through all these sort of tricky words and new vocabulary in the book and explains their meanings. And both the index and the glossary are written in alphabetical order, so the list will follow the A, B, C, D, E, F. So I've found a book at home, and guess what? It's called The Dog, and I've had a look through my book to see if it's got any of these non-fiction features. So we have, at the beginning I had a look, and I have got just here is the contents page, and it gives you a rundown of the first contents in the book and then the next section of the book, which has practical tips on looking after your dog. We've got diagrams here, and all these labels on this diagram are numbered, so you can look them up to find out what each of the numbers means. I have got, we have got some, I found a page for you to look at because Mrs. Yellowlees would be especially interested in this dog breed here, and this is a golden retriever. And if you have a look over this side, we've got the information about the golden retriever. So the heading is in darker print and bold, so it stands out. And then we've got a bullet point here, a list of good points and take heed, so warnings about this dog, but I don't think there can be any warnings about a golden retriever, and it says no drawbacks known. And also, if we go further through the book, towards the back, I have got the glossary, and this is written in alphabetical order. So in A we have got, let's have a look, the apron, which is the long hair on the throat and below the neck of long-haired dogs. So that bit's called the apron. And then this goes all the way through the alphabet with words that are to do with the subject of this book, all the way up to why. So there's lots and lots of meanings in this book. And then further on, we've got the index. So if I wanted to find out about something in this book, I would have a look. So, let me see. Let's have a look at, if I wanted to find out about, what can we say? If I wanted to find out about claws of a dog, then I would look at the section beginning with a C, and then I'd look through. Actually, there isn't anything about claws. There's one called dew claws, and that's on page 168. So then you can go back through your book and find out what you want to find out in detail. So have a look at a non-fiction book, see if you can find any of these features. You should have most of these in most non-fiction books, and you might find some new ones that you can share with us in class. So happy reading. and enjoy some fiction and non-fiction this week.